Good afternoon, everyone. It is a bit of a cloudy day here in Brisbane today. Good day to make some more gelato. This is our backyard, and we have just put up all this chicken wire because we have two ladies joining our family soon. So we are just getting prepared out here. I think Rhian is already in the kitchen preparing what he is going to make today. So I'm just going to walk up and see what he's up to. That's his new barbecue. It's a big one. And there he is. Hello.
Hello.
What are you up to?
Just rolling some lemons at the moment. Getting ready to prepare some lemon sorbet base. I'm just rolling the lemons just to break down the structure inside, as we're going to ream them using fresh lemon juice for our sorbet. Before we start though, again, I'll start by making the base as the very first thing. So using our RoboCook and setting the temperature to 60 degrees for our sorbet. I'll pop in our ingredients to start it off. So we've got our filtered water.
There should be a new saying now during isolation times when life gives you lemons.
Make sorbet.
Exactly.
Again, I've got caster sugar, dextrose, fibre and stabiliser, which I'll pop in next. We'll whack on the lid again and get it starting. So, bit of an old school method. Sorry, I'll turn this down. This is a bit of an old school method to use a reamer to remove the juice. You can also use a fork. It's really entirely up to you what you have on hand. The reamer just allows everything to really be extracted from the inside of citrus. Or if you want to use a fork, it's just a little bit more tricky. You got to crush it around the fork just to allow everything to be extracted as the reamer would do. Now we only need around 260 mils worth of lemon juice. So we should be able to get that from our 4 lemons quite easily. Now these lemons are left over from the zest we took the other day from making our strawberry sorbet. So we're making sure none of our products go to waste. Again, you can substitute this recipe for, instead of using lemons, you could use limes. We could use blood orange. It just needs to be something with a high acidity for what the recipe's been calculated to do.
Is that enough?
We'll see. I've got my scale up here, so I'll just double check. So we'll need the last one. Now this will give you a very authentic lemon taste. Again, a lot of people like to use imitation. It's not really something that I work with. I don't use frozen purees. I don't use any imitation flavours in my sorbet or gelato bases. I like to use the real thing. If you're going to make it, you may as well make it properly. Alright. So we've reached temperature now. We'll switch it off. Give it a few more minutes, we'll switch it off and then we'll add our lemon juice to it. So I'll just turn this up a little bit. Again, this is very important. We make sure we break down all the stabilisers and make sure they're thoroughly dispersed within the base. And we make sure all the sugars are also melted through. That's strong.
Yep, looks good.
Okay, so we're going to switch off the heat again. This time we can just pour it through the chute in the top. We'll turn the speed down so it doesn't spurt out everywhere. We'll just add it nice and slowly in. Let's turn it up for a bit. We'll get our container ready for when this is finished. We're going to pop this into the fridge. So this has been blending for a few minutes now. Then turn it off. Remove the blade.
Carefully.
Very carefully.
I've learned that now.
Very carefully. And we'll pop our mixture into the container. A small amount of Glad wrap on top. You can see how white it goes. The lemons, this is a very classic look for lemon sorbet. You always find that whenever you go to a gelato shop or go to your local ice creamery, you always find the lemon sorbet is very white. That's due to the effect from both the colour from the sorbet and the stabiliser when it aerates slightly. So this will now mature for 12 hours. Again, we pop it into the fridge and we'll come back to it tomorrow and we'll churn it out and see how it looks. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Alright, so we're up to -7. Let's give it a quick back mix.
What's a back mix?
It's just turning the blade the opposite direction. It's the extraction method, it just allows it to smooth it out slightly. Okay, so we're going to extract this now. I'll just get my bowl that's being frozen. Pop it under here and as I was saying, lemon turns out white, just typical of how a lemon sorbet looks. Even though lemon juice has a slight yellowing colour to it, it doesn't really come through at all. But this is using fresh lemon juice, not using any purees or any frozen products. You'll find the difference when you actually use fresh produce instead. The flavour's far more intense because it hasn't been sitting there frozen for who knows how long. As you can see, there's our lemon sorbet, all finished.
It looks really good.
Thank you.
Just have to try it now.
You want to have a taste?
Yes.
All right. Just grab 2 spoons.
Yeah. You can see as well, Rhian is a multitasker. He's making a sourdough loaf as well at the same time.
Refreshing, not too strong, not too acidic. That's exactly what you want from lemon. You want it to be refreshing, something like a palate cleanser.
Yeah, oh, it's so good.
That's why typically people have this as a palate cleanser, or you have this as a final dessert, just to finish everything off. Now, if you click on the link below to subscribe, you'll be able to get all these recipes, and you'll be able to find out tips and tricks on how to make these things.
Thank
There you go, guys.
Bye.
See ya.